So you keep a lot of China-related stocks. You are not too optimistic on the Chinese stock market. But as far as I know, you have at least 2 stocks you mentioned, the China Airlines and another called what? It's a wine, the Jiangyu. Yeah, it's difficult to remember. Yeah, you still like the airline stocks and the wine stocks?
I still own all the Chinese airlines that I have ever bought, and I still own Chengyu. I haven't bought any recently, but I own them. No, I expect to make a lot of money in those stocks over the next few years.
Yeah, so you will keep it for a long term. And
that's the plan. That's the plan. But I'm not buying them today, Peter. But I'm not selling them. I'm certainly not selling them.
Yeah. So you think the Chinese are fond of drinking wines?
The Chinese don't drink very much wine, but they are learning to drink wine. And remember, there are 1,300,000,000 Chinese, Peter, and if just a few of them start drinking wine, that will be very good for this particular company.
Yeah, I see. 咁咧，我問老師嚟講咧，就咧老師都係已經講過嚟講咧，即係高位咧，即係而家嚟講係會覺得咧3000點呢啲咁嘅位嚟講咧，即係喺上證指數嚟講咧，就咧將個股市咧就唔平㗎啦，咁咧就咧即係唔會去買進㗎。咁但係我記得佢講過咁啊，以往就係會喺一次公開講咧，就話咧佢有國航或者其他嘅航空股㗎嘛，咁亦都咧私下同我講過咧，佢係中意一隻中國啲酒類股票，我成日都唔記得咗咩名，頭先佢都要提我嘅章魚可以叫做嚇，咁香港係買唔到嘅，咁冇 H 股嘅嚇，咁啊有 B 股我就知道嚇，問過咧就有 B 股，咁啊知道都升得好犀利嘅，即係呢1-2年度。咁問翻咧，老師會唔會嚟講話中國係咪咁中意飲呢啲？好似章魚做啲紅酒啊 ，wine 紅酒，中國唔係飲白酒咁啊，飲啲咩茅台啊、五糧液之類咁樣。咁佢就話咧話中國人口咁多係嘛，即係唔係話中國酒鬼，而係話咧逐漸有啲人咧亦都可能咧會去飲紅酒。咁變咗嚟講咧，即係個銷量嚟講對咧，即係話咧章魚呢啲嚟講咧，佢生產咧即係個好嘅出名嘅，即係或者咧係有個質地係好啦嚇，價錢又平啊，咁嘅紅酒嚟講咧，一個中長線嚟講咧，都係會一個獲利嘅情況都係會好好嘅。咁變咗嚟講，其他嘅航空公司咁亦都會睇好啦嚇。Yeah, how about the Shanghai Expo? Do you think it will drive up the stock market again?
No, the stock market, the Shanghai Expo is not going to have much effect on the Shanghai Stock Exchange. Not much at all. It's had some effect on Shanghai real estate.
Yeah.
It has, but it's a small thing in the big scheme of China, which is a huge country with 1,300,000,000 people. That's not a factor in the Shanghai Stock Exchange.
咁佢覺得嚟講咧，就話咧對咧呢個上海世博嚟講咧係會可能帶嚟好處嘅，對咧即係話咧上海本身個地產嚟講，但係對於上海嘅交易所掛牌嘅股票咧，所謂內地嘅股票啦嚇，咁變咗嚟講咧都唔會話有好大嘅好嘅影響嘅啫啊。But you always say that there are bubbles in some big cities of China, the real estate market. Then you say that the Shanghai Expo is good to the Shanghai real estate market. Why?
Well, no, it's caused prices. It's that and many other things have caused prices of real estate to go up in Shanghai. I don't always say there's a bubble in Chinese real estate, but there is one right now. Hong Kong, Shanghai, Guangzhou, I mean, in some of the coastal cities of China, prices have been going through the roof. And they're far outstripping anybody's income. And if you ask me, there's a bubble. Now, the Chinese government knows this. The Chinese government is trying to cool things off, and they should cool things off. I hope it works.
係啦，即係變咗嚟講喺中國咧，其實喺沿海大城市嚟講咧，話包括香港啲咁，至於上海嚟講啦，都覺得嚟講咧，啲人咧就係咁咧推高啲樓價嚟講咧，其實咧已經你就出現個泡沫啦，有啲人根本上負擔唔起嘅。咁咧而家咧就中國咧希望嚟講咧攬購嘅樓市啦嚇，咁變咗嚟講咧就係佢係希望可以做得到啦嚇。咁其實嚟講咧就話咧成個樓市嚟講咧，即係話咧，我哋可唔可以嚟講咧，係可以軟着陸啊，或者硬着陸或者咩諸嚟咯？其實咧，呢個可能會係長遠啲問題，我睇。咁但係嚟講咧，如果對香港青年人嚟講咧，就會咧應該係完全同意啦。Jim Rogers 即係所講嘅就話咧，而家真係太貴啊！Some youngsters, many of them some youngsters in Hong Kong would agree with you 100% that the property market here is too high, too expensive for them to buy a home. So what would you advise them?
Well, I would advise them to continue to rent or live with their parents if they can, because in China they're trying to cool things off. And one reason Hong Kong property is so expensive is because there's all this money sloshing around the world. Well, sometime in the next few months or year or two, that money is going to be pulled out of the world economy, and at that time, prices will.
係啦，啲香港青年人咧唔需要咁急嘅啦，可能嚟講咧同啲家人住下先，或者嚟講咧租住下先，因為而家嚟講咧即係中央政府都會係壓低樓價嘅，遲啲嚟講咧其實喺樓價咧都會應該咧會係咧向翻合理嘅價格，到時先買咧咁就好啲啦，唔需要咁急啦嚇。咁咧就咧所以嚟講咧即係話咧如果你哋未買得起咧，即係唔好夾硬上車啦。對Jim Rogers 嚟講啊，即係話咧，所以我哋要即係知道咧就一個實際嘅情況嚇，唔需要太急嘅嚇。OK， 咁啦。Thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll do it again.
創富坊星期一至五下晝4點半盡顯金融財智，星期一、星期三曾廣標，星期二黃偉航，星期四黃元山，星期五黃偉傑。金融財智發掘新觀點。